Welcome back to The Ed Show. This is the story for the folks who take a shower after work, the workers of America. Right now, the core of the American economy is the financial sector and the service industry. We have lost the core of manufacturing in this country. The numbers are staggering. The eroding manufacturing sector, which once supported the middle class in our economy, is dragging down our nation's economy, losing one job at a time. This is why our recovery is slow. We're not investing in manufacturing. Since 1979, manufacturing jobs have been lost in this country. And since 2001, 56,000 factories have been shut down in this country. Yet there are everyday workers and businesses finding new solutions and innovations in an economy that threatens their businesses, their families, and their way of life.
You weren't just buying into the idea of working in a factory. You were buying into a piece of the American dream.
Knowing how to make things and making them here is critically important to the long-term health of our company and I believe to this country.
It's not just where a corporation is based that's important. It's where it actually produces things.
The stories of Americans producing goods made in the USA while successfully competing in the global market are profiled in a new documentary called American Made Movie. And we are joined tonight by Vincent Vittorio. He is the director and producer of American Made Movie, and Scott Paul, president of the Alliance for American Manufacturing, joining us tonight. Vincent, you first. What motivated you? What started this whole thing, and where is it right now?
Oh, thanks so much for having us on, Ed. Manufacturing is not what it was after World War II, but I inherently believe that, we're making a comeback. The American-made brand is something that has become sexy and is something that people are embracing. And if we come out there in great numbers and start purchasing things made in this country, we're going to bring manufacturing back.
Well, Scott Paul, how are we going to bring manufacturing back? This seems to be a slow ride right now. It's been, the president talks about it a lot, doesn't get much congressional help on it. He's had a number of proposals on the table, but this is really the reason for our slow economy, or am I wrong on that?
Ed, you're absolutely right. It's why we've had one of the worst recoveries from a recession ever, is because the manufacturing simply hasn't come back as fast as it should. We have gained some jobs back, but what I like about this movie is that it shows that what we all can do, what we can do as consumers, which is look for American-made products, how we can be inspired by some of the characters in this movie who have taken great risks to try to promote Made America and do it successfully, and also what are the right policies we need from here in Washington to make that renaissance possible. It is clear that the idea of Made in America is back.
Yeah.
It's clear that it's back, but we need the jobs.
Vincent, how'd you go about finding these folks? I mean, these are small business people across America that have started from scratch and really had to do it after losing their jobs, isn't it?
No, it was definitely a task. We had a lot of stories. We had a great research team that found a lot of inspiring stories of people that are making things happen. I mean, we're making a lot of things here in this country. There's no denial of that. And we focus on a small business, a medium-sized business, and then a large corporation. And by looking at those, we're able to give the viewer kind of an understanding of who's affected and how this affects them on a different level.
If there's one thing in common amongst all the people that you have in your documentary, what would it be? I mean, there seems to be some kind of a very special passion about the entrepreneurial spirit.
I think it's that America's a great place, I mean, we have a lot of problems in that, we're dealing with politics and we all have different opinions of what's right and what's wrong. But ultimately, this is the one country where you can have a dream, you can go out there, you can work hard, and you can succeed, and I think that's something that all of these people from the small, medium to large corporation, they believe in this country, and they believe that, we can bring things back and we can really improve the state of manufacturing by getting consumers to realize that they have the ability through their purchase power to change the face.
How about Buy American, Scott? Is that still hot, or Make It in America? I know the Congress has had a real focal point, that made that a focal point when it comes to jobs, but how much is this documentary going to help the push?
I think it can only help, because it shows that there is consumer demand for this, and consumers are voters. It shows that it's nonpartisan, it's without philosophy, and it shows that we need Made in America to make sure that we can have more of these success stories like Vincent portrays in these movies, that we can have strong communities and a nation that is able to create well-paying jobs. I mean, your entire show tonight, Detroit service sector jobs, add it all up. I mean, the factor that we need is manufacturing at its core. This movie gives a pathway, and it actually asks people to do something after they leave, which is what I like about it, Ed.
Vincent, where can people see your movie?
Well, they can visit our website, theamericanmademovie.com. It's going to be opening this Friday in Chicago and Atlanta, and then New York and LA.
All right. Great to have both of you with us tonight. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Ed.